Welcome to the Potscast by the pool. I just thought I'd give you a little quick update. It's going to be a short little episode this week because I've been mostly doing pottery. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the video from last week because I showed you the video after I'd thrown it. I didn't show you what I did in the trimming, so I've added that onto the beginning, and then I go into what I've been doing this week. And basically I've been doing a lot of pottery stuff, a lot of wedging, a lot of reclaim. I've made clay out of my coloured slip waste. I'll be using that next week. I've reconstituted some local clay that I accidentally left on the windowsill and it got too dry. I've been doing all the background stuff, so I've got more stuff to do next week. And most of this is basically to distract myself from my last big pitch to get my building, because I've made my pitch and I'm waiting for an answer. So I've been trying to distract myself to stop the butterflies in the stomach. So fingers crossed for me, and I'll let you know when I know. Have fun, enjoy the pottery. Bye. Yeah. So I've been doing some fiddling and some colouring. We have cobalt, red, orange and yellow all mixed. And yeah, I put my ceramic St. Lucia and we have another sink. So there's a specific reason for my pottery this week. My mum broke a plate, so I have to replace it. So here's me doing a bit of wedging. I had a load of reclaim, so I thought, oh, I'll dry that and I'll use all the reclaim to mess around with this week. And on my never-ending quest to make a mug, here's me doing the handle and getting a bit pernickety about it, and then finally thinking, yeah, I've got it right. I'll just wedge in case I have to do two. I get started on the plate and then I realise I haven't cleaned the pipe, so that's me cleaning the pipe. And then I get going. Quick, easy, boom, bash, done. But I do wire it off and then decide to spread it out a bit more and wire it off again. Now I use the fancy wavy cutter, so let's see what the bottom's going to look like, eh? Now, to be fair, when I started this, I didn't have a clue what I was making. It definitely wasn't going to be a mug. So I started fiddling, I started messing, and I started playing, and then I realised, nah, it's shit. So I had one final go at making something out of this mess, and I thought, nah. And I know some of you are saying, but Amanda, can you make a straight up and down cylinder? Yes, I can. And I decided I was going to make a really boring straight up and down mug. So, day 2 and on to the trimming. This is me putting a plate on, and I have a little go of it and it comes off. So I sponge it down and get it on my trusted Giffen grip. Then bish bash bosh, done. Now, because the actual mug is boring, I've decided to go for an actual design concept. And that design concept is I'm going to shmush a load of coloured slip all over it. Say shmush a little coloured slip 3 times. In case you're wondering, this is me shmushing. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what colours, I'm shmushing. Then I add the handle, that handle that got me all pernickety yesterday. Bit more shmushing on the handle, mug done. So there you have it, replacement plate with a fancy bottom. Look at that. I know, I did that. I told you it'd be fancy, didn't I? And then I go on a bit of a trip with the camera on this mug, so I hope you've got motion sickness tablets. But there you go, isn't it lovely? Well, you don't know yet. You don't know what colours I've put on it. This episode of the Potscast was carefully assembled by me, Amanda, on the island of St. Lucia. Bye.